Hi everybody, welcome to a special coastal edition of Leon's Chainsaw Parts and Repair. Been over here spending a weekend at my folks' place here in Bandon. Kids are having a great time. We're enjoying the fact that there's blue sky, no smoke like in the Rogue Valley right now. So, been working on firewood, and there was a Port Orford cedar that had died. There's a root fungus that's been working for decades over here on these damn things. So anyway, good firewood, good kindling, smells nice. But the point of this video is this is the 1 year update, basically, on the Greenworks 80 volt chainsaw. Now ironically, I think they've discontinued this bastard. I don't know why. There was a recall on the chain brake, and there's a new assembly, new switch. I don't know what the deal is, but right now the highest voltage I can find is their 60 volt. But that being said, if it's as good as this one, yeah, maybe that's not such a bad thing. So I'll go through a couple things real quick. It's a lithium ion 80 volt, and that's not the battery you're supposed to use in it. That's the 4 amp hour that Greenworks offers. It comes standard with the 2 amp hour. And you can see that one sits much lower into the case, and when you pick it up, it's almost balanced. With this bigger 4 amp hour, it tilts back a little bit and of course sits a little higher. I don't care. I love the range of this thing. I've just finished cutting up this tree, and there is 1 bar left on the fuel indicator. Now that wouldn't go much further. I'm guessing it's good for about another 10 cuts. It's warm to the touch right now. Not uncomfortable, but warm because it's discharged. But I cut what was essentially a 60-foot tall tree into firewood lengths, all on that one 4 amp hour battery. And this is a full 18 inches at the base, because that's an 18-inch bar, and it just barely poked through. So I haven't counted the cuts. I'm guessing it's somewhere in the neighborhood of, I don't know, 35 or 40, with some of them again being at close to the capacity of the saw. So I'm thoroughly impressed. I made it all the way down on this section, down into here, before the thermal overload kicked in the first time. And that's basically just the discharge of the battery. There's a sensor in there. If it gets too warm, either the motor or the battery, it starts beeping at you. Usually that happens if you've dug the spikes in too hard. Just let the saw cut and it just keeps on going. So anyway, I'm not unhappy with this thing at all. The automatic oiler works great. If you keep the chain sharp, it cuts pretty much straight and true. You know, I haven't even worn all the artwork off the bar yet. Not that that's ever going to be a collector's item, but anyway, I bought this because of the fire season restrictions. They're just getting worse in Oregon. As we get hotter summers earlier, we get into these no-cut zones quicker and quicker and quicker. And over here on the coast, it's not quite so bad, but where I'm at in the Rogue Valley, typically, right now, as of today, we're on a full shutdown. No chainsaws, no power saws, gas-driven. There's nothing that explicitly says you can use a saw like this, but if you've got an automatic oiler and your chain is oiled, you're not going to throw sparks. I mean, sure, if you cut into a rock or something dumb like that. But anyway, for anybody who's considered one of these units, they're not bad. I'll give it that. This one claims to have the same performance as roughly a 42cc saw, and I would say that a 42cc Poland, or, you know, maybe even a Stihl or Husky, would use roughly a tank of fuel cutting through all of this, and this used roughly a tank of fuel. So anyway, that's the update on the Greenworks 80 volt. Over and out.